What's up guys, not Super Mario here and welcome to today's video where I will be the Academy and I will pick my nominees. Yes, and why am I doing this? Well, on Monday we are getting the official nominees for the Academy Awards 2021 and I'm gonna do a live reaction with Matit, so stay tuned for that. But today I'm gonna be the Academy. I'm gonna go through the main 6 categories and tell you who would I pick, who would I nominate for certain categories. And of course it's gonna be completely different than yours, so please do share yours in the comments down below because I want to know which movie was your favorite, which actor should be nominated in your opinions. So let's without further ado start with Best Supporting Actress. Nominees are Ellen Burstyn for Pieces of a Woman, Dominique Fishback for Judah and the Black Messiah, Jodie Foster for The Mauritanian, Maria Bakalova for Borat 2, and Dakota Johnson for Our Friend. Yeah, I think that it's gonna be quite different at the Oscars. I do hope that Ellen Burstyn is nominated. I think she is absolutely phenomenal in Pieces of a Woman. If you haven't seen Our Friend, Dakota Johnson and everybody else in that movie is incredible. A movie that not a lot of people have seen. I don't know if people even know about that movie, so go check that out. Casey Affleck, Jason Segel, Dakota Johnson, amazing, very, very sad movie, so be prepared for that. Dominique Fishback, I love in Judah and the Black Messiah. I love the movie, but I think her performance is also incredible. I unfortunately think she's not gonna be in it. Jodie Foster in The Mauritanian, I mean, she blew me away. I didn't have any expectations for The Mauritanian. At the end of the day, I loved the movie, so I was like, you know what, Jodie Foster, she was nominated for Golden Globe, and she's one of the best actresses like out there, and I want to see her get this Oscar nomination. And of course, Maria Bakalova, what she did in Borat 2 for her first like big Hollywood movie, and she was put in situations that no other like actresses or actors have been in, and she handled herself so amazingly. I really do hope that happens, and it would be really awesome if she gets the nomination. Moving on to Best Supporting Actor, I've got Daniel Kaluuya for Judah and the Black Messiah, Sacha Baron Cohen for Trial of the Chicago 7, Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami, Paul Raci for Sound of Metal, and Stanley Tucci for Supernova. I think that the first 3 that I mentioned are gonna be the actual nominees at the Oscars. I really do hope Paul Raci gets nominated for Sound of Metal. Sound of Metal is my favorite movie of 2020. Amazingly shot. I mean, Paul Raci was at times stealing the show in that movie. Incredible performance, and also a movie that it's not enough talked about. Supernova, Stanley Tucci, Colin Firth, movie very sad. Yet again, a lot of sad movies I've seen that I really enjoy. And Stanley Tucci gives probably his best performance in his life, in his career. So I would really like to see that happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think, like I said, Daniel Kaluuya, Sacha Baron Cohen, Leslie Odom Jr. are a lock and are gonna be nominated. Hopefully Paul Raci is in it, but I doubt Stanley Tucci is gonna be an actual nominee at the Oscars. Moving on to Best Actress, my nominees are Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman, Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman, Zendaya for Malcolm and Marie, Sydney Flanagan for Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, and Elizabeth Moss for Invisible Man. Out of these 5, I think only Carey Mulligan and Vanessa Kirby are gonna be the actual nominees at the Oscars. I don't know why people are not talking enough about Malcolm and Marie. I absolutely adore that movie. I think it's brilliant, perfectly casted, perfectly written, perfectly shot. I think what Sam Levinson did with that movie in this time and the way they made it, I think it's absolutely inspiring, and is like, I want to make movies like that. Absolutely love it. Sydney Flanagan, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always is a movie that hopefully a lot of people are gonna see, but unfortunately is a very small little indie movie that hasn't got the recognition enough. It hasn't got enough recognition in my opinion, and I would be so pleased if Sydney Flanagan or anything like any other categories got some praises or nominations for this movie because I absolutely love it. And Elizabeth Moss, Invisible Man, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why. Is it Universal? I don't know who had, like Blumhouse, yeah, but I don't know why there's no Oscar campaign for Elizabeth Moss. One of the best movies of the last year, Invisible Man. Probably why there's no talks about it because it did came out in March last year. But I absolutely adore that movie. I think, like I said, Carey Mulligan and Vanessa Kirby, hopefully, Carey Mulligan for sure, but I have doubts for Vanessa Kirby, even though she deserves it. Other three, I don't think are gonna happen, but they're my nominees. Moving on to the nominees for Best Actor, and my nominees are Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Delroy Lindo for The Five Bloods, Mads Mikkelsen for Another Round, and John David Washington for Malcolm and Marie. I think the only two actual nominees at the Oscars are gonna be the first two, Chadwick Boseman and Riz Ahmed. Delroy Lindo, I don't know what the heck is going on there. I think he absolutely deserves an Oscar nomination. I mean, they all do, but I think out of this five and out of those that I also put on this list, Delroy Lindo should be there. I mean, has to be there, but I don't think he didn't get any love on the PGAs, I think, and Critic Choice. But correct me in the comments down below if I'm wrong. I think he should be in this conversation, but for some reason he's one of those actors and nominees that is gonna be completely snubbed. Mads Mikkelsen, I mean, I praised Another Round so many times. I think this movie is absolutely brilliant, but it's gonna get nominated for a foreign language, but unfortunately it's not going to be anything more. I think Mads Mikkelsen gives an amazing performance. He's amazing every single time, even if the movie is shite. But Mads Mikkelsen in Another Round, just watch the last 3 minutes. I mean, just watch the last 3 minutes and it's going to tell you how amazing he is and how amazing the movie is. And of course, John David Washington from Malcolm and Marie. I would say that he's even better than Zendaya is in the movie, but like I said, I love Malcolm and Marie. What it achieved in such short time, the way they financed this movie and the way it was made, I think it's absolutely incredible and inspiring. And the two actors, Zendaya and John David Washington, are absolutely incredible. Not gonna get nominated for the actual Oscars, but my Oscars, they got my nom. Moving on to Best Director, and my nominees are Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman, Darius Marder for Sound of Metal, Eliza Hittman for Never Rarely Sometimes Always, and Thomas Vinterberg for Another Round. Yeah, quite different. I think the only two that are actually gonna be nominated are Chloe Zhao and Emerald Fennell. Unfortunately, no other is gonna be nominated. I do believe they absolutely deserve what Darius Marder did with Sound of Metal. Like I said, maybe I'm biased, but I know a lot of people also love this movie, but I absolutely adore that movie. It's so amazing, so sad, so great, amazingly acted from, like, everybody's amazing. I've seen it like 5 times already, and it's one of those movies that when it's gonna be 2030, I'm gonna still be like, Sound of Metal is one of those movies that you have to watch. That is absolutely amazing. Eliza Hittman for Never Rarely Sometimes Always. Like I said, very small indie, contained story. Hopefully a lot of people are gonna see this movie. Thankfully it got a lot of some praise at other awards ceremonies. Hopefully it gets a lot at the Oscars, but I think the only actual potential nominee is Sidney Flanagan. I don't think Eliza Hittman is gonna get any recognition, but hopefully Sidney Flanagan gets in. So I don't think Best Director is gonna go to Eliza Hittman. She's not gonna get even a nomination, but it's my nomination. And at the end, like I said, Another Round, Thomas Vinterberg. It's just great. The movie is awesome. And now the last and the biggest category, of course, is Best Picture. And because they have the potential to nominate 10 nominees, I've decided to do the same. Even though at the end of the day, it's probably gonna be 8 nominees or maybe 9. Since they started doing potential 10, has never been 10 nominees because of the voting. It works in a way that it kind of can never get to 10 nominees, but in this case, because it's the Academy Awards of not Super Mario, I'm gonna give 10 nominees. And the nominees are Trial of the Chicago 7, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Promising Young Woman, Judah and the Black Messiah, Sound of Metal, Pieces of a Woman, Malcolm and Marie, I'm Thinking of Ending Things, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, and Another Round. Yeah, those are my nominees. I think that out of this 10, Trial, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Promising Young Woman, Judah and the Black Messiah, and Sound of Metal are actually gonna be the nominees at the Oscars on Monday. All other, I know that I'm Thinking of Ending Things is one of those movies that I absolutely adore and should get a lot of recognition, but nobody is talking about that movie, unfortunately. But I was like, this is my 10th spot, and I was like, when I was thinking about doing this list, I was like, I have to give some recognition to that movie because I absolutely love it. Yes, it is a weird movie. It is a very tough movie to go through. It challenges you, but it worked for me on every single level. The performances are amazing. I was even thinking to put Jessie Buckley into Best Actress category, but other actresses deserves it more in my opinion, but she was in like 6th, 7th spot. But yeah, those are my 10. I honestly don't know who's gonna win the Oscars, who's gonna get nominated. There are categories that are kind of predictable, like already, especially Best Director is very, like, we kind of know already who's gonna get nominated, but hopefully some of those that I nominated are gonna actually be nominated on Monday, when me and Matitz are gonna do a live reaction for the Oscars 2021 nominations, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, share this video all over the place, click the bell icon to get notified when I upload. Also share your nominees in the comments down below. I really want to know who would you like to see get nominated on Monday. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I see you next time.